Earth and I rise as one.
Hey guys, so today we are going to look about the skills of Juggernaut. Now, Juggernaut is a
You have
melee carry
summoned Juggernaut.
who can deal a lot of damage in the early stages of the game, and as we go in the late stages, it can deal more damage with the Omni Slash Ultimate. So just to be clear with its skills, let us read through all of these one by one. So the first skill, it causes a brainstorm of destructive force around Juggernaut, rendering him immune to magic and dealing damage to nearby enemy units. What type of damage is this? This is magical damage. So it deals 85, 110, 135 and 160 damage for a duration of 5 seconds. So this is a pretty huge lane winning spell that Juggernaut can use to not only provide magical immunity but also damaging other enemy units as well. Now if we go on to look at the second skill, we'll see that he uses his healing ward. It provides healing as per percentage of the health of the current hero that you have. For example, if you have a high health hero, then the amount of heal restoration will be more as compared to those which have less health. Then third skill is a passive skill, which means it does not require anything to activate. It is activated on its own. You do not need to press the third skill for it to activate. It gives Juggernaut a chance to deal critical damage on each attack, and the chance keep on increasing and the critical damage is just 180%. And now the final skill is known as Omni Slash. This is just physical damage, not pure, but physical. Physical meaning its damage can be reduced by the armor of the opponent. But it does pierce spell immunity, which means if opponent is trying to use magical immune items, then you can kill them through this. And it cannot be dispelled. So Juggernaut just goes haywire and just kills anyone who comes in his range, be it either hero or a creep. It just bounces off and I'll show you the demo to tell you what it is mean.
Juggernaut.
So for example, if I'm talking about the first skill of Juggernaut, it spins like this. It deals damage as you're moving around. We're talking about healing. So let's
It's an honor.
take some damage.
Lord.
Yeah, that's fine. So we just press W and we get healing ward that sticks to
As
us,
you
and we
wish.
can force it to go to somewhere else as well. So it has a timer as well, so it will heal for
Already
20
moving.
seconds around duration. Third skill is the blade dance, which is the passive skill which provides critical damage like this: 246, 248.
Very well.
And the last skill is the Omni Slash,
May I begin?
like this.
Onward.
So now if I put
As you wish.
another hero here, for example, if I put this here and I put Omni Slash on this hero,
Fancy beating you here.
it moves around, this Omni Slash can bounce onto different units.
Of
So we
course.
should know that how to use the Omni Slash properly. So after knowing these basics of the
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut hero, I think we can go on for the next part of the video. It's a gameplay of me playing Juggernaut and winning the game 12-0. So now as you can see, I'm playing Juggernaut here and I have the basic Tango item. It gives me healing for 7 health regeneration for 16 seconds. And it comes with 3 charges, so I can keep the trees and get myself healing. And I have Quelling Blade, as it can allow me to secure last hits in the lane. So I try to buy an ironwood tree with this because I know it says here consuming an ironwood tree doubles the heal amount. So I can plant this iron branch and eat this so that I can survive longer and get more sustain in the lane. And I also bought slippers of agility and the circlet so that I can upgrade them into the wraith band. Now why am I choosing Wraith Band over other items? Because I know I am an agility hero. As it says here, it's 34 plus 6, that is 40 damage, the primary roll bonus. That means if I go for Wraith Band, it gives me the highest amount of agility amongst the all three. As you
30
can see, in
seconds to
Bracer I'll
battle.
get 6 strength, in Null Talisman I'll get 6 intelligence, and in Wraith Band I get 6 agility. So obviously, being an agility hero, I'll try to go for getting the maximum agility out of it. So I queue up the Wraith Band recipe, which is to complete this, and I already have these two items, so I just need this more item. So then I try to go for Morbid Mask and the Quarterstaff, which leads up to the Mask of Madness. Now what does Mask of Madness does?
The battle
We'll
begins.
discuss that later. I try to spin here and secure the rune because I know Ashika has a stun. So I just want to secure this rune and go back into the lane and get bonus money for myself. And in the meanwhile, my offlane is
It is
secure
as
the kill bottom.
expected, yes.
So I now, over here, as you can see, I try to cut this tree over here because it helps my support to pull this creep camp from here onto my lane creeps which are coming from this side. So that way, the opponent offlaner will be denied of the experience that these creeps might provide to him, but instead they are dying here, so he will not get the experience in the lane. And I can outfarm this, so I cut this tree over here. So now in the laning stage, I focus more on denying the creeps as much as possible because I know I'm denying the experience that is received to the opponent, and that way he will be under leveled. So I secure this last hit, and the main thing about winning the laning stage is to get as much last hits as possible. If you are falling behind on last hits, then don't worry, you can always go back to jungle and get last hits on the creeps and get money and make items. So now here I'm trying to spin here so that I can deal damage on the early stage as possible and force him to use healing. So now you can see he popped a salve. If you go and check, he popped a salve here. He's restoring health at 50 health regeneration per second. So now I know that he's out of healing, and I try to stay here and get much experience as possible. And I just need one more creep to die, and I get level 2. And then I'll upgrade my passive ability, which is the Blade Dance. So Earthshaker here is doing very bad thing as he is leeching the experience of this offlaner. But here, as you can see, my support tried to pull this creep camp over here, and Earthshaker saw that, so he went back into these creeps and tried to hit them so that they try to follow him and come back into the lane rather than going on these creeps and denying the experience. So good job on Earthshaker for that part. But I am trying to harass this Underlord as much as possible and forcing him to use more regeneration. But clearly I'm left with only one tango and only one Varren branch, so I'm calling in my courier to give me one more tango and the recipe for the Wraith Band. So I try to spin here and deal more damage. Now I was almost about to die, so I planted my iron branch tree and I ate it with the tango, and because I know I'm getting more 3 tangos in the courier. So they're trying to play as much aggressive as they can. Urshik is trying to kill me as he has no third skill. He's just going wham. He wants to kill me. So I'm trying to deny the creeps as much as possible and secure my creeps. So now I go back into the jungle and see if I can go and hit some creeps. But clearly this camp was dead, so I cannot go there. But simply lane. So now my support tried to pull these creeps, and Urshika saw that. So he went again over there and tried to pull the creep back into the lane. So I'm hitting the creeps and I'm waiting for my Blade to come up again. I can spin or deal more damage to him. So now you can see I'm at level 3 and this guy is at level 2 yet. He hasn't even skilled up to his route over here. because he knows he's under level to me, so I can deal more damage and right now. And I try to spin and kill him, but he's not giving me the opportunity to do so. So Jakiro over here is trying to fight this Earthshaker. Most of you people who know how Dota works, the Jakiro can obviously outskill this Earthshaker. So now what's about to happen here is Earthshaker is going to try to stun me with the fissure. As you can see, it stuns me for 1 second, but clearly I have first skill available which I didn't use in the lane. So when he's going to stun me, I'll use my first skill to evade the magical damage that he's going to hit me. As I said, its damage type is magical, and my first skill, as we know, it dispels the magical damage. So when he's trying to stun me, I'll just simply spin and secure a kill on my ship. And after killing him, I go back into the lane again.
Been trying to figure out this formula for ages.
So now my Jakiro tried to pull this creep wave, but Underlord saw it and he went back towards over there and tried to pull this creep wave back into the lane because he knows if he loses the creep wave, he'll go severely into under level. But right now, Ashikar is bottom, so he might have a good chance of leveling up to level 4 quicker than me. So he pulled this creep wave back into the lane and he will farm these creeps over here. And I'm trying to harass him. But I suddenly lost 3 range creeps here. So that was a bad mistake thing on my hand. But I have bought the Morbid Mask which is coming on my courier right now. So this is going to heal me for 15% attack damage that I deal. So the basic thing in surviving the lane is getting as much heal restoration as possible, but also going aggressive on the opponent as to forcing him to get as much heal. If you're running out of heal, then obviously you cannot survive the lane. You need to have enough healing for yourself.
Missing top.
So I try to get as much lashes as possible in this lane and go jungle. But now see he's alone in this lane. I try to harass him and to force him to TP out. So now my Chikiro had no stun till that and he just killed his ice path right now. Otherwise if he would have had an ice path we would have killed him. But now you can see he's very low in HP and he's trying to tempt me. But he has 45 extra bonus movement speed and I do not have boost right now. My movement speed is 305 and he has 340 movement speed, so I will never be able to catch him even if I try to spin and kill him and try to dive him under the tower, but I'll end up dying. So what I do is I just simply farm the creeps over here and let him stay and stand over there wasting his time while he brings his salves, 2 salves in the courier. So that means he's wasting a lot of money buying salves, surviving the lane, while you could have bought much better items. So now I'm trying to spin and trying to kill him again. So he's low in HP. But going in other tower and trying to die for him is a bad idea. So he salved him again. Now I have low HP. But since I have Morbid Mask, I can go jungle and heal up on these creeps. So I asked my Jakiro to pull the creep here and he's trying to pull his, but only he's able to pull one creep. It gives me clarity here and I can
Radiant's
get
middle
more
tower
mana.
is under attack.
And I'm getting a Keen Optic, which gives me plus 1.25 mana regeneration and plus 75 cast range.
Dyer's
So cast
top
range,
tower
in
is
my
under
case,
attack.
will be useful on Omni Slash cast range, nothing else. So I try to heal myself with the Mask of Midas in the lane, because I know I can heal that. So now I can see he's alone in the lane, because Urshik is not here. He's trying to secure this region rune for Alchemist, and he's doing nothing in this lane now, and I'm farming all the creeps now. So that's how you force your offlaner or whatever lane you're playing against to have no farm in the lane. So he called his support to help him out, but still he has no farm. He's so far away from Ring of Health, and I have Mask of Madness ready. So I'll try to sneak up on behind and see if I can find somebody. So now, what happens right now is the tower is able to hit the creeps in this tower range. My creeps are inside this tower range, and if I don't hit on any one of these 2 heroes, the tower will not hit on me. So what I do is I simply move around the tower, go from behind,
Dire
I tried to
structures
kill
are
this guy
fortified.
with spin, but Arshika tried to stun me and forced me
Radiant's
to
middle
put
tower
under the
is under
tower.
attack.
But now, since I had the green optic, if you go back 10 seconds again,
Dire
you
structures
can
are
see what happened.
fortified.
He tried to stun me, but I already spawned. So I was not able, I was able to
Radiant's
mitigate the
middle
damage of
tower
this
is under
stun.
attack.
So now what happens here is I tried to cast my Omni Slash, but I was stunned right now. So now since I have plus 75 cast range, I'm able to make a long range Omni Slash onto this guy. So see, currently if I go and check this out, I'm pressing my Omni Slash and it has very small range. It's around over here, but I'm able to jump on this guy because of that thing. As you can see, the cast range is very less, but I'm able to jump on the Underlord.
Radiant's middle tower is
I'm able
under
to secure
attack.
the kill on him. And now my support tries to pull
Radiant's
the creep
top tower is under attack.
over here. When the creep waves are arriving, he hits these creeps, and these creeps are going to be denied by this entire creep wave. And I'm going to farm these creeps which are coming into my tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So I'm going back into the lane after I see that the
Dire's
creeps have
top
reached
tower
into the tower.
is under attack.
And I try to get as much experience out of this as possible. So Urshan was trying to get the outpost for himself, but we see Lina coming in and every stun. Good job on that.
This will come in handy.
And he got the rune. I'm unable to secure the rune by us. Somehow the hero missed the stun and the first kill. So we tried to chase him down, but he has a more movement speed around 40 and I have 50. So now with the slow, I think we can maybe kill him. If I had almost I would have surely killed him. So I turned up my mask command and tried hitting him, but Urshan came in and stunned him. So I was unable to secure the kill on him. So I could have done two things now. I could have gone back into the lane or just TP. So now why I chose to TP into the lane? Because I know if I go back walking into the lane, and since I already have 3 TPs, I have 3 TPs in me. So I can easily expend one teleport and go back into the lane and get more money out of these creeps rather than wasting time and wasting experience by running back into the lane. So there are some things to look out for during the game, and these small things have a huge impact on your farming speed. So I just simply finish the creep wave and go back into the jungle to get more items. I use mass combiners to quickly eradicate the creeps on the lane,
Missing top.
and I said that my Earthshaker is missing from the top lane, so I say missing top.
Missing top.
So I instantly kill the creeps and I go back into the jungle and kill these creeps as quickly as possible. So this is now I have power trip ready. I can go and kill the Underlord easily. Now I can see Underlord is over here. I'm trying to chase him out. And I see him and I cast the Omni Flash on him. So now
I had such plans.
something happened here. This is exactly the thing that I mentioned in the previous video. As to while casting Omni Slash, when you're casting Omni Slash, you should be aware of the creeps that are coming into the lane, and your Omni Slash can bounce around it.
Looks like
So when I cast my Omni Slash, like Juggernaut bounced from this creep
I had such
wave.
plans.
So that was so very unfortunate on my part. I tried to man fight him over here, but I know if I go and try to man fight, he will force me to come in the tower. So I instantly use my clarity and my healing side, and I go back to the jungle and farm creeps. So one thing you should always remember, as a carry you should never stay alone or AFK.
Juggernaut!
You should always be farming so that you can get most experience and most gold out of the situation that you're currently in.
Radiant's
now,
middle tower
What
is
I
under
decide to
attack.
go for is the Desolator. I try to go for Desolator as soon as possible. It's 12 minutes in,
Radiant
and I only have a
structures are
Blightstone right now.
fortified.
But if I try to get the sweater as soon as possible, then that will be a huge leap of success for me, because I know the opponents have less armor. The Morphling has very high armor. He has less armor. So if I
Radiant's
try to
middle
reduce the
tower
armor
has
and
fallen.
use my Omni Slash with bonus damage of 30, 40 and 50, then that can deal a lot of damage on the enemy heroes and they can simply melt down and die. So I can secure the game with just a simple desolate item. Now I try to deny these creeps as well, because I know he will be void of the creep experience. So I see Luna going on the alchemist over there. I try to come in and secure the kill with my spin. And I use my Master Minders because it gives me bonus movement speed.
My finest work.
So after securing the kill on the alchemist, I go back to the jungle, try to calm some creep waves. And now I can see the creep wave is into my tower. I TP back again. Now my Omni Slash is on cooldown for 30 seconds. So I try to spin out and deal much damage to him. But he has a lot of damage, missing 30 bonus aura from his atrophy aura. So I go back into my tower and try to heal myself up, use the clarity and heal my mana up back to full.
I'll take that as tribute.
So I use my Mask of Madness to farm these creep waves quickly and then go back in jungle and farm. Same repeat pattern. Farm the creep wave and go into the jungle and farm. That's what you have to do. And such small details are the things that make you win or lose the games. So after clearing the creep wave, I try to go into jungle. I kill these creeps.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And then I go back into the lane. But I know it's 15 minutes about, and Unlord might take the dune. So I didn't go over there and take the dune, I just simply farmed my creeps. And my Lina is winning the lane. So I just went to check the rune if the rune is still
Radiant's
there.
top tower
But
is
Unlord
under
took it
attack.
already. So I went back to the jungle and farmed the creeps. So now I have my Mithril hammer and it's 15 minutes in.
Dire's middle tower is
So I
under
go now
attack.
in mid because I know mid is free. I secured all the creeps with my single spin. So that gave me a lot of money.
Dire's top tower
This
is
way I
under
can
attack.
make my Desolator on a really quick scale. So I use Mask of Madness to farm the creep wave in the mid, and then I ask my team to go top and secure the creeps over there.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So
under
now I
attack.
can see here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now I can see that Alchemist had used his ultimate already, and it's on cooldown. So as
Radiant's
soon as
bottom
I
tower
saw him,
is under
I
attack.
knew that if I can cast my ultimate and use my Mask of Madness, it will give me bonus damage along with the bonus attack speed, and that can shred this Alchemist into pieces. So I simply do my ultimate and I use my Mask of Madness, and he dies, and he's not able to
Dire's
use his
top
Chemical
tower
Rage.
has fallen. Radiant structures
So
are
I go back to the
fortified.
jungle and farm the creeps again.
Radiant's bottom tower
So if
is
you are
under
able to
attack.
maximize your farm,
Dire's
then there's
top
no
tower
way
is
the
under
opponent can
attack.
win the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You can maximize your farm and also try to fight the games, fight the opponents. So that way your team will never play 4 versus 5. You're always there for your team whenever you have to fight. So I see an ancient apparition here and I ask my team if anybody can stun him. But since my stunners are very far away, Jakiro is not here and Lina is not here. So I just simply give up the thought of killing him. And I go back to the farming lane and I have my Desolator already in 17 minutes. So my Desolator is giving me plus 60 damage and it reduces the armor by 6 for 7 seconds. And
Radiant's
it also
bottom
works on
tower
towers,
is
so you
under
can see the
attack.
tower can melt easily with my Desolator pickup. So I'm waiting for use my Mask of Madness because I know they will try to fortify the
Are
creeps.
fortified.
So now as soon as the fortification ends, I use my Mask of Madness.
Radiant's bottom tower
And I can see
is
the
under
Shaker
attack.
TPing in. So I just secure this tower and just go back.
Radiant's bottom tower has
They will try
fallen.
to get some revenge out of this tower here. So my Jakiro pays for the mistake that I made. And I just TP out of the base. And I try to go for Sanjay and Yasha. Now many of you might be thinking, why am I going for Sanjay and Yasha? So I'll tell you one thing. Yasha gives me 16 agility, 12 attack speed and 8% movement speed. So this is clearly a very good item for Juggernaut. So why am I going Sanj and Yasha and not Manta style. So we can build these 3 items from Yasha. This item can give me 26 agility and 12 attack speed. But this over here, Sanj and Yasha, it can gives me 20% status resistance, which means if I get stunned, then the stun's duration will be 20% less. If I get rooted, the root duration will be 20% less. That's a very huge difference that can secure fights. For example, Alchemist can stun me, Earthshaker can stun me, Underlord can stun me, Morphling can stun me. So in this game, I don't need debuffs. I don't need to create a debuff illusion so that I can just save myself. I have a spin for that already. I just need to save myself from the longer duration stun. This is why I choose to go for Sanj and Yasha. So now I go back into jungle and try to farm my items as soon as possible. I have a Blade of Alacrity already and I need a few more gold. Now I can see this creep wave is pushing here, so I didn't go to jungle right straight away. I went to the lane and I secured these creeps and I farmed these creeps. I try to deny these creeps as possible, if possible, so that void of the experience.
Dire's bottom
So I
tower
farm
is
their
under
jungle,
attack.
I farm the lane, I farm their jungle, I farm my lane, and I farm my jungle. So that's the basic things that you should do if you want to win the game. So now I ask my team to secure the outpost over here that can deny the experience from the opponents. And now I can see my alchemist is here in the bottom lane. So I'm thinking if I can kill the alchemist, it will be a huge deal. So I see him spinning acid. I tried to go for haste tune, but I see him going back, so I thought he's not coming up.
Haste.
But I was mistaken as he is already going here. I thought he's going back, so I went on to search alchemist, but I could not find him. So I thought he might have
Radiant's top
TP'd
tower
away.
is under attack.
So I tried to go top lane and tried to find his morphling over here. But the game was paused. So I went to the jungle and farmed my items more. And I got my Yasha already. So now we see Morphling here, and I asked Minato if we can kill him. But since he has waveform, I'm not able to Omni Slash. He has a waveform ready. If I Omni Slash, my Omni Slash will be a waste.
Dire's
This is why I'm not
top
using my
tower is
Omni
under
Slash right
attack.
now. So I go back into farming jungle as much as possible and denying the farm from them. So I get my Yasha delivered on my Korea. And I have a vampiric tank which I'm asking my team who wants, but nobody is replying, so I just simply give it to the base. So I push out this creep wave and my team is fighting a lot, so I instantly TP mid. And then I cast my Omni Flash with Mask of Madness on. And I'm able to secure a kill on my Ancient Apparition. But I can see this guy is trying to TP out and run away, but mistakenly he brings on the minimap here. So that he mistakenly brings towards us. There's a big whoopsie from Alchemist. So I go back in the jungle, try to farm as much as possible. Even though 3 of them are dead, I'm trying to see if I can find anybody else. So I catch this Morphling over here in the jungles. I try to kill him, but he runs away because I have no lockdown on him. So I see my Lena has no mana, so we try to go back and secure more farm, get more region for ourselves, and then we can go Rosh. Secure Rosh and secure the buildings.
I will not forget this.
So I farm these creeps as fastly as possible and I make my Sanj and Yasha.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Then I see my alchemist over here. Sniper caught the alchemist. And then I go back into jungle farming more creeps so that I can make my Sanj and Yasha quicker.
Dire's
I just
bottom
need
tower
200 more
is
gold
under
for Sanj and
attack.
Yasha recipe.
Dire's structures are
So I
falling.
farm their creep because I know if I'm dividing
Radiant's top tower
of the
is under
creeps, then
attack.
they will not be able to
Dire's
farm
bottom
quicker.
tower has fallen.
So So I secure this tower and I get my
Radiant's
Sanjay
top
Yasha.
tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower
Now-
is under attack.
Now I see this Underlord over here. And I'm
Radiant's
thinking
top
if I can
tower
cut
is
this
under
tree
attack.
over here and I can reach him, then I
Dire's
can
middle
cast my
tower
Omni Slash
is
and
under
secure the
attack.
kill. So I instantly
Dire's
put my
structures
Quelling
are
Blade
fortified.
inside. I cut this tree over here.
The formula for perfect health.
Dire's
since they
middle
saw me,
tower
I'm
is
going
under
back.
attack.
I'm not going to risk my
Ready
life.
to
So now
burn.
I have Sanjay Yasha and you can see it gives me 20% status resistance.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And it also provides me lifesteal amplification. That's a huge bonus for me. So after receiving the Sanjay Yasha, I quickly go into the Roshan pit and try to secure the Roshan for myself.
Dire's bottom tower.
What happens is, I see this Lord coming in. I simply get out and I cast my ultimate on this guy. And he's simply
Dire's
dead.
bottom tower
With my
is
Omni
under
Slash
attack.
Desolator and Sanjay Yasha, he's simply dead. He can't do much. So we go back to securing Roshan.
Roshan has fallen to the
After
jungle.
securing the Roshan, I try to go back and heal myself up and try to farm for Basher. Because my sniper is pushing out the bottom lane and my Lena is pushing out the top lane. But since he brings out that we can kill Morphing over here, we all TP'd bottom. But Morphing TP'd out already. So we were too late in trying to catch Morphling. So instead all we tried to do was push bottom lane. And now since I had ages of immortality on me, I tried to lead the team into taking towers and objectives. So now my next item is very close. And you should never forget to keep using Trusty Shovel. As you can see, it's 26 minutes and I only have this tier 1 item because you know it can sometimes give you a bounty rune. So it's very good to have this item in your backpack. So now
Dire's
I have my
top
Battle
tower is
Hammer
under
ready and I
attack.
need 1000 more gold for my Skull Basher complete. As to provide the lockdown that I need to kill these heroes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So now these guys are trying to fight without me. And a lot of split pushing top lane and they are trying to fight mid now. So now I know tier 2 is dead at bottom lane, so I go into the mid lane and try
Radiant's
to secure
middle
the tower
tower
with
is
my
under
team.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Now since I have it,
Radiant's
I'm not
middle
scared of
tower
going
has
up
fallen.
high ground.
Dire's top
But I'm waiting for my
tower is
team to
under
come back
attack.
and they're going back, so I can see in the minimap that they are all going back. So I just simply go back bottom and try to farm the creep wave because I know they won't be coming here right now. The enemy team won't be here to kill me. And even if they do, I have a spin and TP out. So there's no way they can kill me. They catch this Morphling over here. And then also the ancient apparition over there. But they're not able to catch Morphling, but instead get the ancient apparition. Morphling runs out in 1 health. And I have successfully made my Skull Basher complete. And I can see this alchemist over here and he uses ultimate and he's using his ultimate to farm the creeps. So I am thinking he might not blink. So I am hoping that he might just simply farm this creep and run away. So there are 2 things to learn from this move right now. I am not simply casting up my ultimate exactly as soon as I see him. I'm waiting for him to finish those creeps because I know if I try to Omni Slash and my Omni Slash bounces away on the creeps, my Omni Slash will be a waste. So I'm trying to wait for the time when he finishes his kill on the creeps and then I can cast my Omni Slash on him. And then I use my Mask Commander to simply finish him off.
Dire's middle tower is
So
under
you can see
attack.
how much damage I deal on him. And I also get a regeneration rune on top of it. So I get my Skull Basher delivered to me. The Alchemist is dead for 56 minutes and we can simply push the lane. So I ask my Lena to push mid along with me. She says she's going to drop to push all the tier 2 towers dead. So I'm pushing mid in the meanwhile and they're pushing top lane. They're trying to do split push as much as possible. And since we are trying to secure all the farm for ourselves, even in their jungle. They are divided the farm, and we have a profound lead, even when they have alchemists in their team. Even after having
Radiant's top
alchemists in their
tower
team,
is
they are
under attack.
still only 16,000 deaths for one alchemist, which is very less as compared to what you should be having in 30
Radiant's
minutes in
top
the game.
tower has fallen.
So I gave healing
Dire's
salve to
bottom
my support so
tower
that
is
he can
under attack.
heal up his teammates. So we are ready to push the high ground over here.
Juggernaut!
So Morphin tried to, as you can see what happened right over here. I was trying to go into the mid lane, and Morphin tried to shotgun kill me using his ethereal blade and second skill. So I instantly saw that coming. Over here, I saw him. He cast his spells, and I instantly sprint because I know I can render myself immune to magical damage. So now they're all up. We're trying to take part in the middle and trying to push mid. And since I have edge still on me, I try to push the lane.
Invisibility.
My sniper was coming mid to try to gang on somebody. But again, they're taking fight without me. So using this moment, I tried to go and secure the tower over here, the tier 3 tower, since nobody is here to defend this tower.
Radiant
But instead,
structures
they
are
try to
fortified.
fortify this. So I see 3 TPs over here, and I try to run back from him. And my age expires right this moment. So now I can turn around and cast my Omni Slash with Morphling. You can see I'm shredding them apart with the Desolator and Sun and Yasha combo. With the help of a sniper, I'm able to secure this kill on him. And my amount of damage is not 142 plus 122. It's a lot of damage.
May, thanks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I have completed my Abyssal Blade now on this hero. And it's just a piece of cake now from now onwards.
Radiant's
Secure
middle
this
tower
tower,
is fallen. Radiant's
secure the
top tower-
racks.
Radiant's top tower is fallen.
Again. So there's something you can see right now what happens.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So we can see
Radiant's
Usher
top
is
tower
waiting
is
for
under attack.
a lot of
Radiant's
creeps
top
to
tower is
accumulate
fallen.
around and so he can come in and cast his ultimate. So he cast his ultimate over here, but you can see the amount of stun duration on me is very less because I have status resistance. His stun should have been lasting longer. You can see it's 1.5, but the stun duration that I received was very much less because of my item choice. I made Sanjan Yasha. It's trying to give me more status resistance. So I was able to use my spin off and secure the kill on him. And then I open up my healing ward to heal me and my team.
Radiant's middle barracks.
So I simply push the tower up.
Has fallen. Radiant's top barracks.
And I
has
have my
fallen.
Abyssal Blade delivered to me. So I can simply dash the opponent enemies. Now if my healing ward was not on, this Pangolier would have been dead. But my healing ward saved this Pango. Now we will simply push this tower down. And they can't do anything about it.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Morphin would have died, but he used his strength gain easily. So rather than killing Morphin, I tried to focus on Malcolm and killed him. After securing the snacks, I think this game is done. You can't come back into the game.
Radiant's bottom barracks. The Dire's now have negatives.
Rather than fighting over here, I'm trying to secure the racks and end the game as
Radiant's middle
quickly.
tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
So
middle
I just
tower
go in,
has fallen.
cast my Omni Flash on the Morphling.
Radiant's
You
ancient
can
is
see
under
both of them are
attack.
dead. The amount of damage my Juggernaut deals with this build is extremely high.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
When the game ended, you can see I had the highest net worth with 20,000. So I was as the match MVP in this game, and I had a bonus on the battle pass as well. So now you can see I have the highest farm, securing the highest farm and the highest damage in the entire game. So I think with basic small things you can simply win games. And there are a lot of small things that you guys are doing wrong in your pubs and in your ranked games that are causing you to lose the games. For example, what this Alchemist did wrong here was he did not go BKB against Lina, against Pengolia, against Chakiro. These small mistakes that he's making costs him his game. Even though Morphling tried to win the game for him, Morphling had higher farm. He had Ethereal Blade and Manta Star already. Morphling would not die if Alchemist was trying to play good. These small mistakes can cost the games for you guys. So I hope my video is informative for you guys. You can try this out in your pubs and try to gain as much MMR as you want with the small thing that I taught you in this game. I hope you had fun watching this video. Subscribe for more guys. Thank you.
Thank you for watching and peace out.